Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, July 18th through Sunday, July 24th, 2022. For this week's Empowered Moments video, we'll be using the Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Crystal Angels deck. So, where are we in this month? We are in the second half of July, getting ever closer to Leo energy, which happens this week. But the biggest thing I think that's going on this week is that we have Chiron, the Wounded Healer and Shaman, turning back into retrograde motion. So that's what we're going to focus on for our empowered moment. So let's get comfortable here and let's take a deep breath, close our eyes, relax our bodies, clear our minds of all thoughts, and focus on golden white light of God's source energy universe. That golden white light of unconditional love, compassion, peace, guidance, and protection, as well as healing. And focusing on the idea of healing. We just had a full moon, a powerful full moon last week in Capricorn. And this week we have Chiron moving to retrograde motion, shifting directions, and as he's at a standstill and getting ready to shift to retrograde motion, it magnifies, increasing his powerful energies of bringing up past life wounds that need healing, of the idea of integration of fragmented soul pieces. Chiron is in Aries right now. This is the sign of the self, self-identity, self-confidence, individuality, assertiveness. And let's focus on, again, this idea of healing the Chiron wound. Wherever it is in your astrological chart, and wherever Chiron right now is, it stations at 16 degrees of Aries, wherever that falls in your chart, signifying the areas that are in need of healing. We call in the healers of the highest vibration of light, the Reiki masters, the shamans, the Hawaiian hunas, all of those of the highest vibration of light that can bring forth healing physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually according to what our soul wounds are all about for us. Let's take a deep breath, breathing in that intention of healing. Breathing in healing to all of our chakras and energy bodies. Breathing in healing for this lifetime of wounds and all past life soul wounds. And as we exhale, and each time we exhale, we're letting go of all that we no longer need. We're calling for the integration of the fragmented energy of our soul to be called back into a state of wholeness. And let's breathe in that idea of wholeness and healing. Wholeness and healing of every part of our body, mind, and energy field. We thank the healers of the highest vibration of light for their assistance. One last deep healing, cleansing, and balancing breath. And when you're ready and in your own time, you can open your eyes and come back to this time, this place. Okay. So let's start out this week's Empowered Moments video by looking at the stones of choice. Now, these are not special intention pendants, at least not yet, but they could be, and they probably will be. But I wrote down the information of the metaphysical, spiritual properties of each of these stones, even though I don't, again, have them infused with any special intentions because they're not yet wire wrapped for that. But this one, look at that. Look at that kind of reflective quality. This is in fact a piece of raw shungite. And I'm going to read to you what it says here. I kind of cut and paste from a lot of different sources here. So these descriptions are a little bit more lengthy than usual, but for some reason I felt like it was important to give you all this information. The shungite. The origin of shungite is a mystery. Users of shungite say the stone has the ability to shield you from EMF emissions, electromagnetic frequency emissions. Shungite is considered an incredibly powerful stone by believers of the metaphysical properties of this due to the ancient age of these stones, and it's often said that they don't know where shungite came from, that it could have very well come from a meteorite that crashed to Earth. But due to the ancient age of these gemstones, shungite is believed to have very strong grounding properties and earth energies. It provides a powerful defense against harmful energies created by electromagnetic frequencies of man-made electrical devices. It helps energize and ground your root chakra, allowing your body to become more receptive to energies in the higher chakras and deflecting away bad luck and other bad energies. Shungite is a crystal of grounding, detoxification, and neutralization. To many crystal enthusiasts, the meaning of shungite ranges from physical protection to spiritual protection from draining or harmful energetic forces. Okay, let's give you stone number 2 here. And this, I have a couple of these. I love these. I picked this up recently. This is fire agate. Isn't that a beautiful stone? It's kind of like a cabochon of sorts, so it'll be easy to wire wrap. Fire agate is known as the spiritual flame of absolute protection and carries a great mystery locked inside. Fire agate was used in alchemy because it was believed to contain the essence of fire. It encourages one to speak up and not be ignored or bullied. It is a stone of integrity, encouraging high standards of behavior in self and others, and promotes passion in love and life. Fire agate provides a steady, vibrant energy that stimulates a zest for living. It awakens the lower chakras and lights one's inner fires of life force, creativity, sexuality, and willpower. It brings back to focus the divine blueprint of one's life purpose and increases the pleasures in everyday life. Fire agate is said to be able to shield the wearer from harm and ill wishes and help you to deflect negativity. It stimulates energy and life force, and this makes you feel more vital and energized. Fire agate is associated with the solar plexus chakra. Because of this, the gem is used to cope under pressure and have the energy to get through the day. This particular agate stone is said to remove and transform negative energies. Okay. And then this last one, I've never had one of these before, and it's not the most beautiful looking on the outside kind of stone, but a very interesting stone nonetheless. It's called Pecos Diamond, and this is from Roswell, New Mexico. Of course, I just had to get it at Roswell, New Mexico. Come on. So the Pecos diamond stabilizes unsettled emotions and brings joyful feelings. It assists in creativity and initiation, motivates one to try new ventures, new ideas, or to play out an existing plan or goal. They work on the entire chakra system since they belong to the silica family and bring a sense of calmness and peace of mind. They are also said to assist in creativity and initiation, motivating us to new adventures, new ideas, or to play out an existing plan. Pecos diamond operates on negative expressions of emotion, allowing the user to perceive himself in that state with detached compassion rather than judgment and guilt. It does not stop the expression of negativity, however, but it aids in allowing the individual to gain control over negative thought patterns and then to change them through conscious choice rather than repeat them. It activates the heart chakra and draws recognition with loving acceptance into this area. Okay, so again, your stones of choice are the Rashungite, the fire, what did I say? Fire agate. I almost said fire opal, which is different. Fire agate, and the Pecos diamond from Roswell, New Mexico. All right, so that was kind of a lengthy kind of description of the crystals. So let's hop into what's going on this week astrologically. On Monday the 18th, we have Mercury in Cancer, opposing Pluto and Capricorn. Now, Mercury rules our thoughts, ideas. It rules the mental body, the mental realm, communication. But it's insensitive and emotional and intuitive Cancer. So we've got this interesting thing going on between logic and intuition. And the best thing to do with Mercury and Cancer is to merge the two of those. The left and right brain need to be merged. Now, Mercury is opposing Pluto on Monday, so powerful transformation, powerful messages, powerful insights into emotions and emotional relationships. There's a powerful force at hand here of death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration, energies of the mind and of the heart. On Tuesday, the 19th, we have Mercury. After it opposes Pluto on Monday, it's going to go right into Leo, fire sign Leo on Tuesday. So now the idea of our thoughts, perceptions, communication takes on more of a take charge, vital, energetic, passionate sort of energy as it goes into Leo. And Mercury is going to be in Leo from the 19th of July until the 4th of August. So we have a little while here for this leadership-oriented, take charge way of communicating with others. Or again, Leo is very expressive and creative. So when we come up with ideas, have these perceptions, it's going to be of a very creative sort of energy dynamic. Now, Tuesday the 19th is also when Chiron, the Wounded Healer and Shaman, turns to retrograde motion on at 16 degrees of Aries. So we've been feeling this stationing or slowing down for at least the last week or so. So if you've had some things going on physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, old wounds coming up to the surface. Again, last week, I want to say around even that full moon time that we had, which was last Wednesday, so that's about a week ago, there might have been some very powerful things happening in the realm of bringing up wounds to the surface so that they could be released, healed, purged, transmuted, let go. Also on Tuesday, we have the Sun in Cancer opposing Pluto. So the Sun is our identity and our confidence and our ego. And again, it's in Cancer, which is very emotional and sensitive, and it's the sign of home and family matters. So with that opposing Pluto, we might have some transformational energies regarding, again, our emotions, our emotional body, our home, family, living situations that are occurring. On Wednesday, the 20th, the moon is in Aries, and I don't always talk about the moon, but I thought this was important. The moon is in Aries, and it challenges Pluto, challenges the sun, and then challenges Mercury. So that sun opposing Pluto that we talked about on Tuesday, the moon is going to set that off the next day on Wednesday. So this is going to be a drawn out energy from that sun opposing Pluto, and what that is going to mean for you personally, according to your astrological chart. So the moon in Aries sets off these planets in a challenging way. And the moon in Aries, because the moon is our emotions and our emotional nature and our emotional reactions, in Aries, it can have a knee-jerk kind of reaction, because Aries is that warrior energy, that kind of very quick and sudden, sort of energy that's going on. So we're going to have quick emotional reactions where people might have emotional outbursts, or we might feel, an emotion comes up all of a sudden and overwhelms us or overtakes us. So I just feel like there's a continued healing that's going on there. There might be some challenging communications as well, as it ends the day on Wednesday by challenging Mercury, the planet that rules communications. Then on Friday the 22nd, we have the sun moving into Leo. So on Tuesday, we had Mercury moving into Leo. Friday, we have the sun moving into Leo. We're starting to transition from water sign Cancer with its emotional energy to fire sign Leo with its creative and passionate energy. Of course, the sun is going to be in Leo July 22nd through August 22nd, a good month, which is obviously how long the sun stays in each sign of the zodiac. And it's going to be an introduction towards that Lion's Gate, 8/8 Lion's Gate. I don't know if you've heard about that, but every year, August 8th is considered the Lion's Gate sort of portal of energy, but it really starts before that actual date. We'll talk a little bit more about that next week, or as we get closer to that date. Okay, so a lot of creative energy here with the sun moving into Leo. Leadership oriented, take charge, passionate, let's make things happen. On Saturday the 23rd, Mercury in Leo is in a positive aspect with Jupiter in Aries. I really like this one because the confidence of speaking your truth with Mercury in Leo is going to be supported with that trine aspect to Jupiter, which is abundance, prosperity, blessings, and expansion. Jupiter likes to expand what it touches. It's in confident Aries right now. So I just feel like we're going to have a lot of real confident, take charge, creative energy. And this may very well be in regards to expanding your soul's work in some way, especially if your soul's work has anything to do with speaking, teaching, writing, expressing either artistically or creatively in some way your truth. And then on Sunday, the 24th, we've got Venus, which is still in Cancer right now. So Venus rules love and relationships and money and finances, personal resources, our values, and she's in sensitive and emotional Cancer, again, the sign also that rules home and family. And it's going to be challenging Jupiter Sunday and into Monday, depending on what part of the world you live in. So Jupiter, again, is going to expand the Venus in Cancer energies, which isn't a negative thing per se. It would be better if it was a positive connection between the two. But Venus in Cancer can be very loving and nurturing and empathic and just sensitive to other people and what they're going through. So Jupiter, the square to Jupiter, is going to make us more sensitive and more empathic, and maybe that brings up some challenging energies for us because we really feel emotionally connected to people and what they're going through and their feelings, as well as maybe our own. And this is also, again, Venus, how we value ourselves. So are we self-nurturing? Because Cancer is the nurturer, and Venus, we need to self-nurture. It's self-care, taking care of ourselves. So that square to Jupiter could really show us and exaggerate the need for us to take care of ourselves and do some self-healing energies. All right, that's a little bit about what's going on astrologically. Let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides. We have a lot of cards that kind of flipped out, came out when I was shuffling and meditating on this week. So we're gonna jump right to it because I know the beginning of our video was a little bit long. All right, so turning over, the first card came out as 2. So the first of those 2 cards, we've got the 7 of Air. This is like the 7 of Swords in the traditional tarot. So the number 7 numerologically is kind of an internal, quiet, self-reflective kind of energy. And of course, the suit of Swords, or Air in this deck, is about the mental realm. It's about our thoughts and perceptions, our way of thinking, and communications. And so I feel like there's a need to kind of withdraw ourselves a little bit, to reflect a little bit, to try to go within and understand what our thought processes are all about. The number 7 can also bring up some nervous energy, some anxiety energies, some lack of trust and faith energies, you know, just kind of doubting what we think, doubting what we perceive, being confused. The number 7 sometimes can bring in some confusing or anxious energies. So on a mental level, we just might be really anxious and confused and not really understanding what's going on. And usually with the number 7, that means that we don't have enough information or all the information. We need to do a little research, or we need to meditate and reflect and gain more perspective before we, make a decision, or before we settle on a way of believing about something. The message at the bottom says plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. So again, there's something behind the scenes or under the surface that we're not privy to, that we're not able to see or understand yet, because there's more going on than meets the eye. And then it says poor timing. So again, if you're needing to make some sort of decision about something, or you're waiting for a message or information from somebody or an organization or something, it might be poor timing. It might be somehow delayed, but maybe for good reason, because we need to pay attention to discovering what more of the information or more of the details is surrounding whatever this is meaning. So again, plans that need revision, more going on that meets the eye, and poor timing. Let's see what card came out with this card. So, so far Mercury opposing Pluto, could bring in some of these very deep insights. I think Mercury opposing Pluto can be a good thing, because it can help us with discovering these deep insights through, again, meditation and self-reflection. The card that came out with it, okay, well, we have another Swords card, or another Air card. It's the 9 of Air, the 9 of Swords. And, we see a bunch of unicorns in a field, and they're all kind of laying down, looking like they're pretty unmotivated. We don't know why necessarily. Maybe they're overwhelmed, maybe they're just tired, maybe they need to rest. But there's a lot of, a lot of that kind of stationary energy, non-active energy on this mental level. Both the number 7 and the number 9 can be very spiritual numbers, again, of, connecting with your angels and guides and going within, connecting to your higher soul self. But they're not action numbers. So this This, in other words, would be if you have new ideas, you want to implement them, you know, or you want to communicate something, it might be best to just kind of wait, reflect, hold off, rest. Maybe you're mentally tired or overwhelmed again. This can be about overwhelm too. It says at the bottom, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. So that's probably why the unicorns are tired, right? They haven't been sleeping very well. But the expecting the worst, again, you know, with the 7 of air coupled with the 9 of air, the swords cards here, we might be kind of creating this anxiety and worst case scenario in our heads, right? It's like whatever we think we perceive or whatever we think we know may not be the total story, may not be the story at all, which is why we might need to do a little bit more research or go within, ask your angels and guides for some guidance, because where your thoughts are, as it says, self-fulfilling prophecies, you don't want to stay in a negative mindset, right? We don't want to create and manifest any kind of negative thought process or perception that may indeed not even be the truth of the matter. And even if there was a little bit of truth to the matter, we, through our own thoughts, can help to redirect and shift the energy by shifting our perspective. And so I would think with Mercury opposing Pluto, like I said, on Monday, the Sun opposing Pluto on Tuesday, and Chiron, the wounded healer, turning to retrograde motion, magnifying these wounds within ourselves. This is probably what this is all about here, okay? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next, or the second position had also 2 cards. So the first of those 2 cards, okay, this is looking up, I like this. This is the Page of Fire. It's like the Page of Wands in the traditional tarot. At the top it says outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. And at the bottom it says news of an exciting new endeavor. And it says use your originality and ingenuity. So use your mind, use your creative mind. This, to me, the pages, first of all, is about communication, information, messages, okay? So this could very much say that there's messages and information that's coming to you. And it's, you know, this, again, spiritual, creative, passionate, uplifting, energizing sort of energy. So much, much different than the sword suit. We've got a beautifully winged dragon here in the background, if I'm seeing this correctly. I hope I'm seeing it correctly. But doesn't that, I think this is a dragon, and look at these beautiful kind of wings. So the dragon is expanding his wings. If we expand our perception from what this is all about, you know, this is what the metaphor of the dragon expanding its wings. He's expanding his perceptions. He's expanding his way of thinking about or seeing something. He asks the universe for guidance. Messages are coming to him. Communications can take on kind of a passionate and leadership-oriented and more positive, creative sort of energy here. So as it says, outgoing, creative, confident at the top, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. This almost looks like a crystal ball here that the dragon has. I mean, I don't know if that's what it really is, but it kind of looks like that. So it's like, how can you shift your perspective and see your current reality in the way that you would like your current reality to be? Because that's part of this manifestation process. If we can see it, we can create it, right? See it, believe it, create it. Let's see what card came out with the Page of Fire here. Okay, I like this card. This is the Ace of Fire. So now we've got 2 fire cards here. Do you see the difference between the 2 swords and the 2 fire? And remember, we've got Mercury moving into fire sign Leo, and we've got the Sun moving into fire sign Leo, and we've got Mercury in fire sign Leo connecting with Jupiter in fire sign Aries, right? So the aces are about new beginnings or initiation. So we're initiating this more positive, creative energy. We're in the new beginnings of a spiritual energy here. He's looking very confident as he stands in this beautiful field of flowers or lightning bugs or, you know, whatever, fairies, whatever you want that to be there, right? Because we're being creative. So you can look at the imagery of this card and create what it is that you believe that you see here. It says an exciting new opportunity. So beautiful, because the Page of Fire said news of an exciting new endeavor, and the Ace of Fire says an exciting new opportunity. And then it says career advancement, and it says change your life now. So this is saying take charge of whatever this was about, whatever energies this was bringing in. Take charge of that, redirect it, and visualize it to be something different here, because now we've got these 2 fire cards where there's a positive, an exciting new opportunity or new endeavor that's on the horizon. I really think this is the Mercury in fire sign Leo connecting with Jupiter in fire sign Aries, because Jupiter is a planet of abundance, prosperity, good luck, and blessings. And so Jupiter's going to expand into this passionate, leadership-oriented, take charge, new spiritual, creative energy here, this optimistic energy. So, you know, utilize this energy instead of getting caught up in this energy. All right, let's look at the last card. Now, the last card came out by itself, 1 card. Okay, all right, the 2 of Air, we're back to swords, but it's the 2 of Swords. We got 2 unicorns kind of either locking horns or sharing their potential. How do you want to look at that? How do you want to witness that? Are they combating one another and getting ready to fight, or are they coming together in a collaboration, in a collaborative effort? And the 2 of Air says being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Well, rather than looking at what it says at the bottom, I want to say that the number 2 presents us with 2 possible energies or 2 possible potentials. It might be that we have a decision to make, and there's, you know, do you want choice A or do you want choice B? Which way do you want to go? You know, because again, the suit of Air is the suit of the mind, the suit of Swords. So there's some idea or some perception or something to where there's 2 different ways to look at it, or there's 2 different possibilities. And the reason I think it relates so nicely to this, that what we got earlier, is like, these are the 2 possibilities. We've got, you know, some of this anxiety and overwhelm here, and not maybe seeing things clearly and being confused, or we have this ability to choose this passion, this fire, this optimism, this new adventure, this new opportunity, you know, and what all that kind of stands for with this Leo creative energy. I think this is saying there's a choice. The 2 of Swords to me is there's a choice between the first 2 cards and the second 2 cards. So let's get a hold of our mind and the mental body, and let's shift our perspective to the more positive, okay? And, you know, again, there still could be a secondary way of looking at this, is that we can, well, more than just secondary, third, you know, there's several ways to look at this. We could be needing to make a decision here with the 2 of Air on something, a direction or an idea, Or this can also be about coming together in collaboration with somebody. Let's make peace, not war. Let's come together and share our truths and somehow merge the two truths, and make some idea here happen. Okay. All right. So I hope you've liked that part of the reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at your special message, depending on your stone of choice. Okay, so we had the shungite. Maybe I'll show them to you really quickly again. Shungite, what are you drawn to? I mean, sure, it can be what I said the stones were about, but also there might be one that you just are attracted to. Shungite, the fire agate, or the Picos diamond. All right. So the people that chose the shungite, let's see what the crystal angel's message is for you. Shungite people, shungite. This one's calling my attention. Oh, it's at the bottom. Tiger's eye, self-confidence through God confidence. Well, that's those fire cars right there. Self-confidence through God confidence. Tiger's eye is a brown stone, but it's got like golden highlights in it, right? So it really relates to the solar plexus chakra, your center of willpower, confidence, courage, take charge, leadership ability, with that golden in the brown tiger's eye stone. Okay. And it says at the bottom, believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Believe in yourself by believing in the universe working through you. Okay, so even if you don't feel like you have any confidence right now, you just need to call on the universal energies, again, God, source, great spirit, whatever you want to call that, higher power. Call in and activate that solar plexus chakra of courage and take charge, willpower, you know, making it happen, kind of warrior energy with that solar plexus chakra, right? And just, you know, ask for the confidence to flow through you within regards to whatever situation it is that you're needing it to. All right, beautiful. Okay. Let's put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. And the fire agate. Okay, special message for fire agate people. Special message for fire agate people. Okay, this one, nope, the bottom one again is calling my attention. Rubellite, wow, that makes sense. This is another fiery sort of feeling card. Rubellite, it's passion and purpose. So again, that passion of the fire signs, passion and purpose. And it says, your enthusiasm gives your energy and motivation, Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. Are you working on something? Is there a project you're working on? Maybe you're trying to rebuild or revamp your website. Maybe you're trying to launch a line of products like I am. So, you know, there could be a lot of things. Maybe you're looking for a new career path, a new job. You know, what are you passionate about? What do you feel your purpose is? Rubellite, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like, I feel like it's a red stone. That one I'm not, you know, I usually know my crystals and stones very well. But rubellite, I feel like, is a kind of a red crystal, sort of like ruby or garnet, you know, maybe a little bit closer to the ruby. I think it's more of a pinky red color with the rubellite, which would make sense with the idea of passion and purpose. Find your passion. And maybe you're lacking passion. Maybe this is the week to really discover through self-reflection and meditation, what am I passionate about? What do I believe my purpose is, right? I know a lot of you, you know, come to me through my website to get a reading, and a lot of you are like, I don't know what my purpose is. What's my purpose? Help me discover my purpose. Well, you know, what do you love to do? What do you enjoy? You know, that's part of your purpose, right? So ask for that to be made more known to you. But ask for the fire energies, that passionate fire energies. Ask for these, the Aries energy where Jupiter is, and the Leo energy where the Sun and Mercury is. Ask for that to be embodied within your soul right now, to give you passion and purpose for who you are and the direction in your life and what the next best step is on your path. All right, one last card here. It's the Pico's Diamond people. Special message for Pico's Diamond people. Special message. I'm waiting for one to pop up, and this one's calling my attention. Stay strong in your faith. And that's dolomite. Oh, of course I pick another card that I have no idea what it is, but it probably looks like that. Dolomite probably has this kind of pink mauve sort of color to it, I'm assuming, as that's what it looks like in the card. Stay strong in your faith. To me, it's like heart chakra energy, right? Stay strong in your faith and how you feel and what you believe is the dolomite. It says a positive outcome is dependent on you knowing or keeping a positive mindset. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. All right, so positive thoughts. I mean, even her crown chakra here, she's got, you know, kind of a lit up, this is kind of above the third eye to me. So it's kind of this crown chakra light that's lighting her up, right? And to stay connected to spirit, to stay connected to universal energies, to stay connected to faith and trust in that universal energy, you know, coming through her, staying in a place of peace and faith and trust in the heart chakra as well. So stay strong in believing in yourself and believing in your path and believing in what you're doing, believing in what your purpose is all about. It's like stay strong in that. Maybe it's like some of you have been struggling lately, feeling a lack of motivation or lack of clarity or a lack of being grounded in yourself. So, you know, stay in your faith and trust that the universe is going to assist you by giving you this download here of information or messages or guidance that you need. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. All right, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this weekly Empowered Moments video, sending you lots of love and light and support and positive guidance from the universe as you take the next step on your path. Namaste.